Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay.
Good. Okay, let's do this. Step onto your mat. So we're taking the feet just to the edges of the mat. You're going to make a fist, send the elbows back, and you're just going to tilt the body to one side while you keep the elbows pulling back, and then come up and tilt it to the opposite side. You should be feeling a stretch most likely right over the hips. So just sort of gently oscillate from side to side. Keep your upper back working and keep trying to squeeze the elbows towards each other. Okay, now we're going to release the arms. We're going to sweep one arm up. Really try to reach to touch the ceiling so you're getting a nice stretch through your lats. And then let's go over. And now you're going to feel it in the hip too. And then let's do the same on the other side. So big long arm, reaching up, and then send it over. We're not moving our hips. Let's do it again. So big reach, send it over, and now let the hip go out. So you're going to get into your inner thigh a little bit on that left leg. And then let's do it on the other side. Send that hip to the left. And back up. Okay, so hands on your waist. Keep your chest nice and proud. You're going to go side to side with the hips. No arms, just really long spine, right? And this isn't about trying to force the hips further. It's just sort of a gentle waking up of those inner thighs. Okay, now send the hips backwards. Do a nice forward lean as you do that. Nice and gentle. You're going to oscillate from side to side. Okay, let's release the arms. Feet are now hip width apart. We're just going to sway side to side. Okay, quiet the body. Now bring this left arm up, straight up to the ceiling, and then send it back behind you. So you're circling the arm. And then do the same on the other one. Try to keep the arm reaching as you circle it. And if the hips are rotating a little bit to help the arm, that's okay. You don't want to really make it easy for the arm. As long as you're feeling a nice big sort of opening and pull through the front of the arm, you know you're in the right spot. Do a couple more. Okay, now let's send it backwards and then bring it forwards. Something so simple. How could it be so good for us? I don't know, but it is. Okay, here we go. Arms are going to be parallel to the floor. Step your left foot forward, send your right foot back. So you're in a little bit of a split lunge. Now you're just going to lean forward, lower the arms. Palms are now facing the floor. Crowd out your chest and try to lift the arms up high in the back. Now let's only have the pad of that right foot on the floor. And let's try to put most of our weight into the left leg. Now sweep the arms as high up as they can go without moving your torso. And then send them back. Do that a few more times. Keep that forward lean. Now you're going to lose that forward lean. Send the shoulders over the hips and reach for the ceiling. So you're still up really high on that back foot. And now we're gonna slowly lower all the way down to the floor and meet in a high plank. Once you get there, take it to your first downward facing dog. 5 big deep breaths. Pushing your heels towards the floor. Okay, let's walk your hands back to your feet. Try to keep the legs straight when you do that. Shift your hips back. Walk your fingers out in front of the feet. Your legs are nice and straight. Take a big deep breath right into those ribs. Now just relax, fold it down, completely unweighting the upper body. Once you get there, I want you to just roll up slowly. Nice. Sweep the arms out to the side and then up. Bring your hands to heart. Step your right foot forward. Let's get nice and high onto the tippy toes with your back leg. Give me a nice lean forward and send the arms out. Now the arms are going to come back, your palms face the floor. And then when you sweep them up, the palms are going to face each other. And just keep oscillating. Keep the torso nice and quiet. Try not to put too much weight on that left foot. You want to feel this right glute talking to you. Okay, we're going to take the hands all the way down to the floor. You're right back into your high plank. And from here, downward facing. 5 big deep breaths. Walk our hands back to the feet. Shift your hips backwards, walk your hands forward. The spine is long, right? Legs are nice and straight. Couple of big deep breaths here. And then fold it down and roll it up. Nice and slowly. Take your hands to your waist. Spread out your chest. Let's pick up this left foot. Start to circle the ankle. Sorry, circle the foot. The ankle gets the benefit. Okay, go the other way. Now point and flex. And if you feel like you're collapsing through this right hip, try to get taller. Like everything should be pulling up towards the ceiling. Okay, let's try it on the opposite side. Always find this feels so good. Also, when you bring movement to balance challenges, you know it kind of amps it up without even really thinking too much about it. Point and flex. Okay, now just grab hold of that right foot if you can. And let's get a nice stretch down the front part of the leg. You can send this left arm forward if you like. And you can hip hinge. So you start to lean the upper body forward. Then I want you to lift the knee higher in the back. Then come back and release the foot. Switch sides. Leaning forward is optional. If you just want to enjoy that stretch standing tall, go for it. Then come back up. And we're gonna release it. Okay, feet are wide once again, all the way to the edges of the mat, and let's take it all the way to the back of the mat. Big deep breath. Swan dive it all the way down. Completely unweight the upper body. Turn your toes out so they're on the floor. So you just got your heels on the mat. Legs are straight. Inhale, extend the spine. Shift your hips back. Now drop them. So go nice and slow, just ease into it. They may not get as low as they have in previous workouts, but you just want to feel a nice stretch through the whole groin area, inner thighs. Fold it back down. Legs are back to being straight. We're going to inhale and extend the spine. And once again, come into that nice squat. This time, if you want to amp it up, you can lift the arms out in front. Palms are facing. And then fingers back to the floor. Let's come back to that straight leg. Completely unweighting your upper body. Inhale, extend the spine. Shift those hips backwards. Lower them slowly. Pick the arms up off the floor if you can. And now try to lift the arms up towards the ceiling. So you got a lot of back muscles working. Just hold here for a few breaths. Now let's take the hands back to the mat. You're going to come back to that straight leg. Let your head go. Bring your feet hip width apart, facing forward. Legs are still nice and straight. From here, we're going to take baby steps with our hands forward to the front of the mat. So you're going to meet me in your high plank. Shoulders stacked over the wrists. And from here, it's downward facing again. Nice big deep breaths. Let's try to pick up, pick up one leg. Keep your hips pointing forward or square. Lower that leg. Switch to the opposite one. And lower it. Come back to a high plank. We're going to come down onto the forearms. So now you're in a low plank. Put your knees on the floor. Let's walk the forearms backwards. You're going to do whatever child's pose you like. Okay, let's come back onto all fours and do some cat-cows. Just try to accompany each movement with a breath. Okay, I want you to keep your spine nice and neutral. Now just lower the chest through the straight arms and press back away. So you're just going up and down, keeping the arms nice and long. Torso's moving, nothing else. Great job. Okay, your toes are going to remain tucked under. You're going to shift your hips back over the heels. Walk your hands forward to the corners of the mat. Chest lowers towards the floor. And I'd like your forehead to stay off the floor so you're actually working those neck muscles. But important not to look up, right? You always want to keep your neck long. Open the right palm so it faces up towards the ceiling and lift that hand off the floor. Try to reach the arm forward. And then close it and relax. Do the same with the other one. Open, lift, and reach. And then go again, other side. And again. We're gonna do 4 or 5 more on each side. Okay, come up onto all fours. Your toes stay tucked under. You're gonna elevate off the knees just 1 inch. And then put the knees back down. Let's do that again. Belly button draws up and in towards the spine. You just lift off those knees. And then lower back down. 1 more, lift. And lower. Okay, you're gonna come onto your forearms, and you're gonna walk back forward. You're in a kneeling low plank. So your knees have remained on the floor, and you're in your low plank position. Keep pulling the belly button up and in. Then I want you to isometrically pull the knees towards the elbows or vice versa. And then release it and do it again. Pull it. And release it. And pull it. Do it 2 more times. Nice job. Now lower the hips to the floor. You're in baby cobra. Take your gaze, look forward. We're just gonna hold here and breathe a little bit. Okay, so now I want you to have a towel. Put your forehead down on the towel on the floor. So your neck is long, your face is looking straight down, resting on a towel slightly elevated. I want you to feel comfortable. Now, send your arms out to the side, in line with your shoulders, fingertips only on the floor. Okay? Now pull in your belly button. So those muscles are working. Now, lift the left hand and the right hand off the floor, move them forward a little bit and put them back down on the floor. Fingertips only. Don't release the belly. Lift the arms, move them forward and lower down. And lift and move and lower and lift and move and lower. 1 more time. You're trying to lift the hands as far away from the floor as you can. Now come backwards, same movements. It's all about the lift. Okay, bring the arms in. Your hands are going to be right by your chest. You're going to lift your forehead off that towel, but keep your face looking down. Now try to lift the chest off the floor, retract the shoulders. Now press yourself up, lift those hips, take the hips back over the heels for a little reprieve. Come back with your shoulders over your wrists so you're in a kneeling push-up position. Now lift the knees off the floor, hips in line with the back. and take it to a down dog. Feet are 4 to 6 inches apart. Come back to plank. Put your knees down. Kick those feet up to the side. You're going to have a seat. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. A lot of hip work today. Figure 4, then we're going to do pigeon, and then we're going to do 90-90. So, start out lying down, and take your right foot and flex it while it sits on top of your left thigh. Now I want you to get nice and flat on your shoulder blades and just keep your arms nice and comfortable on the floor. So we're gonna rock your pelvis forward and back just a few times while you keep your leg where it is. And now, whatever you want to do with your lower back is on you. All I ask is that you press your belly down. Now that right knee is going to push forward and then bring it in. Don't use the arms to start. Just go open and close with that leg. Probably might be feeling a little tension or tug right around that hip flexor. Totally normal. Okay, now on this next one, hold it out, keep the foot flexed, and now lift the left foot off the floor. So use your left leg to get that foot closer into you. Big stretch on the outside of that right hip. Slowly put the left foot down on the floor and the right foot on the floor. And we're going to switch it up. Left foot sits on right thigh. Rock the pelvis. Excuse me, a few times. Forward and back. And then find a place where the spine feels good, but pull that stomach down. Now the knee is going to come in, and then it's going right back out. Work whatever range of motion you have. Don't force anything. We're going to have plenty of opportunities to really get these hips opening up. Okay, on this next one, hold the knee forward and then lift the right foot off the floor. And just try to get that right knee in close to you. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, release the right foot and the left. You're going to extend your legs all the way out. You're going to send the arms all the way back. Big stretch opportunity here. Take a few breaths. Enjoy the journey. Now the arms are going to come forward. Your head's going to lift. Draw the belly down. Roll yourself up. Keep the spine flexing. And take the hands and arms between the legs. Okay, sit yourself up. We're going to meet in a high plank position. So however you want to get there. And from high plank, we're going to start pigeon with the right leg coming behind the left hand. And then slowly lower the hips and move that left leg back. So down on the forearms, maybe spread all the way out, depending on how you're feeling today. But just find your breath and enjoy some quiet moments. Okay, let's come back up. We're gonna meet back in our high plank. And then we're gonna switch feet. So the left foot is gonna pull behind the right hand. Start your descent really gradually. Okay, let's meet back on the forearms, then the palms. Step it back, you're in high plank. And from here, we're taking it to a down dog. Little hip opener, you're gonna lift the left leg. Now open that hip up towards the ceiling. Bend at the knee and try to lift the knee a little higher. Try to equally weight into both arms. And then do the same on the other side. Nice, come back to plank. Come down onto your knees. We're gonna start our 90-90 series. So you're gonna sit on the right side of the mat. And then 90 in both legs. So from here, we're gonna lean forward with our fingertips on the floor. So here's an opportunity for you to try to shift your upper body over to the left so it remains over the mat. Now walk the hands out a little bit and hold. So the goal here is to not put too much weight into your arms. Walk them out a little further. We're just gradually moving through range of motion that's available. Do it again. When your spine can't be long anymore, you're gonna just lower the arms to the floor, flex the spine, relax the head. So you're just out over that right thigh. Now, extend the spine, back on the fingertips, walk these baby steps with the fingers back. Sort of to your starting point. Now, you can post this right hand on the right to help you move the torso to stay over the mat. And then bring your hands to heart and let slow motion come forward, really slowly. You're going nice and slow, and then come back up. So try to maybe take it down on 5 or 10 counts, really slowly. Okay, you're gonna bring this back leg forward. We're gonna scoot all the way over to the left side and get 90-90 with both legs. Nice lean forward, spine long. Start to take baby steps and then pause and just kind of hang out. Then go a little further. Just really slow. And again. When you can't go anymore, lower the arms, relax the head, just hold here and breathe. Okay, back onto your fingertips. Baby steps back with the fingers, trying not to put weight into them. Because you're preparing yourself to try to do it without any hands at all. So you can post this left hand, get aligned correctly, and then see if you can bring your hands to heart and just slow motion, start to lean forward. It's not about how low you go. Just try to challenge yourself. You're just going to go up and down, both directions as slow as you can. Just going to do one more, nice and slow. And now send this right leg forward. You're going to open the legs really wide now. So we're going to do some inner thigh stretching, which should be a lot easier because we've done all that hip mobility stuff. So spine long, lean forward, walk it out. When you go, oh, there are those inner thighs. I didn't realize they were so tight. Hang out in that spot and just breathe. Keep your spine long. And see if you can inch those fingers a little further out. Don't force anything. And if you can, flex your spine, relax the head, just hold here for 4 or 5 deep breaths. Okay, slowly walk it back up. You're sitting up nice and tall. Just keep your legs where they are for now. Drop your right ear down towards the right shoulder. So you're getting a nice stretch on that left side. It's all about having great posture when you do this. Now take your gaze, look at that right shoulder. Most of us carry a lot of stress and tension in our neck and shoulders, so this is a practice you can do every day. Okay, lift the head up. Now you're just going to drop the chin, but you're going to maintain a nice long spine. Lift the chin up. Take the ear down towards the left shoulder. And now look at your left shoulder. And back up and then lower the chin. Lift your chin back up. Turn your head to look at the right side of the room. Take it back, look at the left. We're going to do this one more time on each side. Nice, okay. We're going to lie down on our backs. Make sure you have a towel or a stretching, like a band that you use to stretch with. We're going to work the hamstrings a little bit. So I'm going to take a towel and wrap it around the bottom of my right foot. And I'm going to hold on to both ends of the towel with my right hand. So right hand, right foot. Now I'm going to try to send my left leg down along the floor. I would like the calf of the left leg to be pushing down onto the floor. Now take your toes of the right foot, point them down towards your face. So that gives you all those little tendons behind the knee a stretch. Now, while you're holding the toes pushing down, I want you to press the heel up and backwards. So your right leg is drop dead straight. Now, with everything else remaining the same, see if you can move the right foot a little further backwards. Try not to stress that right shoulder while you do this. You want to be nice and flat on both shoulder blades. Now let's change hands with the towel. So I want you to hold the towel now with your left hand. I want you to open the right palm out to the side with the palm facing up. Now slowly move your left leg across your body towards the left side of the room. It might be 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches. You're not going to come off that lower back. So keep that lower back on the floor and just take the leg across the body a little bit. And now bring it back. Hold it once again with the right hand. And now take that left arm out to the side with the palm facing up. Keep the lower back on the floor. Now you're going to open the right leg to the right. But not so much so that your left hip is off the floor, right? I don't want that. Okay, let's bring the leg back up. You're going to release the towel and the leg. You're going to bring the left one in. Towel goes under the left foot. Hold it with the left hand. Send the right leg out. Now, before you start worrying about what you're doing with the left leg, I want you to take that right calf, press it down into the floor. Keep that foot flexed. Now, you're on nice and flat on both shoulder blades. Let the toes push down towards your face of that left leg. Now, push that left heel to the ceiling. Now, try to move the leg a little further back. Hold on to the towel with the right hand. Left arm out to the side. Cross the body with that leg. Slowly, and not too far that that low back comes off the floor. Bring it back. Switch hands again. Right arm's out to the side. Leg opens up to the left. Maintain your stable core position. Bring the leg back up. Release the towel. Send that left leg down along the floor. I want you to hold both ends of the towel and send your arms straight up to the ceiling. So, depending on how big your towel is, I'm going to cue this differently. Make the distance between your hands a little greater than shoulder width. So whether you're holding a band or a towel, it doesn't matter. Hands are greater than shoulder width. Now, I want you to activate muscle in the arms by pulling the towel apart. So each arm is trying to pull out towards the right and left sides of the room. Keep that activation in the arm, and in slow motion, start to move the arms backwards. Don't release the tension. TMF stretching, why not? You're going super slow, and you're taking the arms as far back as you feel stable and comfortable. A lot of trembling going on is perfectly normal. Now, once you've gone as far as you're going to go back, start to pull forward again, just as slowly. We're only doing this once, make it great, keep your wrists neutral. Now you're going to keep pulling until the towel is resting on your hips. So you're sending the arms forward and down while you pull the towel. And then release it. Nice job. Okay, small bends in the legs. I want you to take your right knee, cross it over the left one. You're going to slowly guide the knees to the right, not all the way. And then send this left arm straight back behind you. So your left shoulder chest is facing up towards the ceiling. You're using that right leg to pull the left one towards the floor. Change the angle of the arm. Explore a place that feels good for you. Bring the arm in, bring the knees in, uncross. Now take left over right. Let the knees go left, slowly. Send the right arm straight up and back. Don't forget to use that left leg to pull the right one towards the floor. Change up the angle of the arm. And bring the arm in, bring the knees back up. We're going to take both knees and bring them up and in towards you. You're going to make a nice little circle with your knees together. Just to give that lower back a little bit of love. Go the opposite way. Now, hands on your knees, you're going to make big circles with the legs. Not too quickly. Let's go the opposite way. Let's meet in happy baby. Heels point up towards the ceiling. Try to keep your lower back down. Okay, release the happy baby. Both knees are into the chest. I want you to clasp your fingers together and pull your left knee in nice and close to you. And then send your right leg down along the floor. Try to get the right calf on the floor. Bring that leg back in. Change hands. So now you're hugging your left knee in nice and close. And now you're going to send the the right knee nice and close. Send your left leg down. Okay, both knees back into the chest. You're gonna rock and roll yourself all the way up onto your toes. Keep your heels nice and high here, so you're really high on the pads of the feet. And now let's go to a full forward fold. And let's cross the arms so you're completely unweighting the shoulders, the head. Big deep breath and then roll it up slowly. Nice, release the arms, take a nice big deep breath, and I thank you so much for your power and strength today. Good job, ladies.
Yeah, that was good. Please send that one to me.